For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me. One of you who is here eating with me.
Is it me, my Lord?
Not me, my Lord.
He who dipped his hand to the bowl with me will betray me. For I, the Son of Man, must die. As the scriptures declared long ago, but how terrible it will be for my betrayer. Far better for him if he had never been Lord.
Surely you don't mean me, my Lord.
You have said so.
Jesus and his disciples then went to an olive grove called Gethsemane. Jesus tells his disciples to stay where they were while he went ahead to pray. He took with him James and John. Jesus tells them that his soul is crushed with grief to the point of death, and to stay and watch with him. Jesus went on a little further, fell face down on the ground, praying, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. Yet I want your will, not mine." He turned to his disciples and found them asleep.
Jesus says, couldn't you stay awake and watch with me an hour? Keep alert and pray. Otherwise, temptation will overpower you. For though the spirit is willing enough, the body is weak. Again, Jesus left them and prayed. My Father, if this cup cannot be taken away until I drink it, your will be done. Jesus returns to them once again and found them sleeping, for they could not keep their eyes open. Jesus goes back to pray a third time, saying the same thing again. He returns again to his disciples and said,
Still sleeping? Still resting? Look, the time has come. I, the Son of Man, must die into the hands of sinners. Up, let's be going. See, my betrayer is here.
Greetings, teacher.
My friend, go ahead and do what we have come for.
The people who had arrested Jesus led him to the home of Caiaphas, the high priest. There they held a trial in mockery of justice. This ended at daybreak with the decision to kill him. But the Jews needed Rome's permission for the death sentence. So they took Jesus to Pilate, who sentenced Jesus to die.
temple and build it again in 3 days. Can you? Wow. Then, if you are the Son of God, save yourself and come down from the cross. Leave him alone. Let's see whether Elijah will come to save him. So, you're the Messiah, are you? Prove it by saving yourself and us too while you're at it. Don't you fear God, even when you're dying? We all deserve to die for our evil deeds, but this man hasn't done any wrong. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
I assure you, today you will be with me in paradise. Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani. It is finished. Father, I entrust my spirit into your hands.